What's up, everyone? I am Destroyer, your coach of the Emerald City Extreme Speed, and today we are doing a draft analysis team intro for our Season 4 team of ICP. We ended up making it to finals in ICP Season 3. That video is actually set to release tomorrow, the day after this one does, so make sure and check it out. The format for this season is similar to last season. The biggest change is that higher tier Terra options are now allowed. Although the overall Terra budget is reduced since last time, this makes it so that most teams are going to have one really strong Terra captain and one kind of mid or weak one, or a couple of mediocre ones. We had pick number 13 out of 14 coaches. I wasn't expecting much to be left for us at this spot, but I was enthralled. One of my favorite Pokemon, and one of the best draft Pokemon that there is, managed to fall to me in that spot. In round number 1, with pick number 13, I drafted Great Tusk. In my opinion, this is one of the best Pokemon in draft. Always a top 5 pick, even when there's kind of high tier Terra options available. So I was stunned that it made it all the way down to 14. It's the best spinner in the format. It's an offensive and defensive powerhouse. In addition to that, it's got dual 120 base power stabs, making it a very formidable offensive threat that can threaten nearly every spin blocker that wants to try and get it in its way, and it also just has a really deep move pool overall. In round 2, we decided to take our first Terra captain. We went with Terra Ogerpon Wellspring. I see this thing drafted in the first round regularly, so I was happy to be able to get it in the second round, and it is one of the better and stronger Terra captains in this format. Once terrestrialized, it gets a special defense boost and becomes a pure water type. This also gives it a really good boost to its Ivy Cudgel. I think after a Swords Dance and terrestrialization, it can OHKO a max physical defense Corviknight. So in addition to pure offense, Ogerpon also offers other support for the team, such as Spikes, Encore, and Taunt. And yeah, it can also just be a defensive mon as well with that Spadef boost if you build it that way, and it gets Synthesis for recovery. By the time late round 3 came along, almost all the elite speed was disappearing off the board. I wanted to lock in my top speed option, and so I selected Iron Bundle. It's rare to be able to get this thing in round 3 when Mr. TJP is in the draft, and so we will be naming it after him in his honor. Yes, this is back-to-back water types. Honestly, this was not my original plan. I wanted to get Cinderace. Somebody else got it first. That's okay. This thing is still an ice resist like Cinderace was, and it has in addition to being one of the fastest mon in draft, it has an unresisted stab combo with Freeze Dry and Hydro Pump whenever Hydro Pump hits anyways. In round 4, I had an opportunity to try a mon that I really haven't ever been able to use before. That mon is Zapdos. Zapdos is an excellent defensive pivot, which forces opponents to wear protective pads due to its static ability. With static, a typical flip turn or U-turn becomes a highly risky move for my opponent. If they're not wearing pads, it'll give them, I think it's a 33% chance of paralysis. Speaking of pivoting, it can also be a great defensive pivot on its own, or offensive pivot, I guess, with Volt Switch as well as U-turn. And in addition to its defenses, it's also very formidable with its offenses and has 100 base speed, so it can be relatively quick as well. In round 5, we go ahead and get our Dragon, as well as our second ground immunity that can pivot, and that is Latios. Latios isn't quite as strong offensively as its brother Latios, but it is still fast and formidable. Since our other 110 base speed mon, which is Wellspring, cannot have an item, this gives us another option for a fast mon besides Bundled that can run a Choice Scarf for speed control. Latios can run choice items, Calm Mind setup, or just be an excellent support with options like Thunder Wave, Dual Screens, and Healing Wish. Entering round 6, it was time to secure 2 more crucial types for our team that we did not have, and we got them in one mon, and that mon is Klefki. Fairy and Steel are both crucial types for a team, and the combination of them is arguably the best overall defensive typing in the game. Klefki is a highly annoying support mon that forces prep from the opponent. Its Prankster ability allows it to threaten dual screens, weather changes, Thunder Wave, and Spikes. The support our team gets from Klefki will be able to be glue for our team, and can be tailored differently for our needs each week. In round 7, we secure 2 more really important types that we didn't have, as well as the most powerful special attacker in the game. Yep, you know who that is. It is Chi-Yu. Like I said, it's the most powerful special attacker in the game, and when paired with Wellspring, we have really good breaking power, with a really strong top tier special attacker as well as a top tier physical attacker, as well as typing coverages that really complement each other. In that combo, we have Stab, Fire, Water, Grass, as well as, of course, Dark Pulse from Chi-Yu there. Yeah, Chi-Yu's not an overly complicated Pokemon. It comes in, it blows stuff up, it leaves. Choice items are common on it, but it can also be a setup sweeper with Nasty Plot and even Flame Charge for speed boosts. As we get closer to the end of our draft, we secured the last crucial typing that I felt like our team was missing, as well as a very solid secondary Terra Captain, and that is Kanto Muck. Muck is very bulky, especially bulky. It has a formidable offenses as well as that annoying ability, Poison Touch. So this thing can be commonly used as like an AV attack, special attack sponge. It also offers a great amount of utility for the team, like Toxic Spikes, just in there to take some hits and spread some poison usually. It also gives us a pretty decent secondary Terra Captain, given some of the other lower tier options with our budget. This thing can become whatever important defensive typing we might be needing to have in any particular game, and it can do pretty well as with just general defensive stats here. Even if we don't use it, having the Terra can make our opponents think twice. Like if it's weak to ground, obviously, so if we went like a Terra flying, we'll make them kind of think twice about whether or not they actually want to use their Earthquake on it. This brings us to our last Pokemon, who we selected in round 9. We had 2 points left at this point. I felt that most of our typing needs were mostly solidified with our first 8 picks, so this thing is just kind of icing on the cake for us, and we took Spidops. Yep, that means sticky webs. Chi-Yu and Wellspring are already terrifying, but behind webs they're even more terrifying. Spidops gets those webs, of course, but in addition to that, it also gets spikes as well as toxic spikes. It can be a pretty bulky little guy as well, but mostly it's just coming in to set up hazards, and it can pivot a little bit and do a couple of other annoying things. It's probably not coming every week, but it's there when we need it, and if we can catch our opponents snoozing and not prepping for it, it can really cause some chaos in combination with the rest of our team. So that's my team this season. We'll be uploading this season on Saturdays, and I hope to have you guys come along. And again, just another plug that we have our championship finals match coming out tomorrow on Sunday. So if you're watching this on Saturday, make sure and tune in tomorrow, or if you're watching it after Saturday, go check right now, because you'll be able to check out the Season 3 finals for ICP. Hope to see you guys then and around for this season. Cheers.